cleaning floor. Installation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust up. Defensive mode engaged. Cleanup sequence initiated. Sorting small objects. Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew.
Wait, isn't that a light novel that Seat Lolly...
The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger.
Maybe I should keep a closer eye on what Nipik is reading.
Introduction of ancient machines. Grammatically elegant and rhetorically sophisticated, author displays a high level of linguistic mastery.
What in the world? That isn't classical literature. She's finally done. Huh? Is that a woven scroll down there? Oh, looks a little dirty. Could you...
Understood. Cleaning woven scroll.
Wow. It's like it's brand new. Hey, this looks like someone from the Children of Echoes. Shilonen, is this a relative of yours?
Oh, a relative? No. That's Ishkik, ancient name Baraka, founder of the Children of Echoes. And
Wait, Baraka?
Yep, she was the first recorded bearer. She and her friends went on a mission to defeat the Pyro Dragon. She dismantled many ancient machines built by Dragonkind, hoping to put them to use for the good of humanity. But most of her research was lost to history. It's a real...
What happened? Useful stuff like that normally...
Ochkon happened. An old friend of the Six who ended up ruling Natlan shortly after the war, and went full tyrant. He despised everything to do with Dragonkind, and persecuted everyone who showed any kind of sympathies toward their civilization. He even turned on Ishkik, one of his closest allies.
Ishkik burned her workshop to the ground to make sure Ochkon couldn't get her hands on it. That's the reason most of her research is lost to history.
That's right. One of her friends managed to preserve a small amount of her work. The other person you see... It was said that she was raised by a dragon mother, then went on to found the Flower Feather clan. The Yonka.
Malfunction. This is not the way. This is not where you malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Stay back!
If she's a robo-maid, why is she suddenly acting like a lethal... Ah! What's that sound? A lightning strike? It's gotta be a lightning strike! Why couldn't it hit Kniech on the head?
If there was a lightning storm, I'd have thrown you into the sky by now. Aoife mentioned that you'd brought a humanoid machine to the Children of Echoes. I'm working a job at the moment, and the humanoid machine looks like a maid.
Wait! Kavich! Just hold off for a second!
A group of merchants tasked me with locating their missing travel companion. They should be here soon.
Huh?
What did you think I was about to do? Not every job I take on is a hunt, you know.
All right. I'm sorry. Let's go meet these merchants then.
Running late again.
Neffa?
Ineffa! They found you at last!
My apologies.
Oh no, your memory's gone again?
Again?
Liyue, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew.
So, are you her manufacturer?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
I know?
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember.
Malfunction.
Ineffa!
Looks like she's getting worse.
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachine, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nodcry.
Not cry?
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you all meet exactly?
That's the thing about Nodcry. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Yeah, we're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nodcry. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They've made some big moves in Nodcry lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious groups.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues? Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Anyway, there us regular folks were just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the...
And me?
Your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing, until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were coming into shore.
Weird machines? Secret Source automatons by any chance?
Ineffa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without her.
Really? I did that?
As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for someone to help us. We'd have paid anything to get her back.
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and party were the ones who actually saved Ineffa. And Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Ineffa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess I should say all credit to this Aino, then? Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Nalan's source mechanisms. Was Aino the one who modified it?
she'll get all her memories.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something I know picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it. And as for the memory thing, Anefa's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Please explain in more detail.
All right. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure, things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got until one day you were sweeping the floor and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down. The worst part of that was, Anefa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Anefa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself. Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nodcry recently, and you noticed they bore some similarity. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew. Well, does any of that jog your memory?
No.
Didn't think so.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse, but it only lasted a moment. Didn't really affect anything. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things.
Poor Anefa.
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents.
Perhaps coming to Natlan was a bad idea after all.
Well, it's too early to say. Don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into research.
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and...
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan a little longer? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. So...
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather. But where would we stay?
How about the Flower Feather clan? In my tribe, weary travelers are always welcome.
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Anefa. After all, she has a message for our Tumaini. So this is as much—
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code.
Oh, the code for the cryptex.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a—
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this.
Also, Anefa told me she had a backup plan to make
A backup plan? Great!
Backup plan. Memory myth.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll solve—
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. Wait, you do realize I can't promise anything, don't you?
I do. I also know that every time you say that, you end up getting the job done.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini, Paimon. See you around.
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, Hal. Actually, that's weird. Why is a Hal so quiet today?
You're being very strange today.
Am I? Tell me one strange thing I've said!
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the revised.
That's because I fainted from your... Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares? She isn't my problem.
The last few days really flew by. Do you think Inefa and the merchants are enjoying their stay at the Flower Feather Clan? Let's go see how they're...
Do you think Inefa will like this gift we got her?
See? See? It said yes! Are you sure? Because when I asked it who's the better hero, Ishkik or Leonka, it gave the exact same answer. Hey, you hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a...
You guys, it's just making random beep.
Whoa! Is that Tumaini and the flying expert?
Beep beep. Yes, it's us. Anyway,
we're probably out mopping up those mad machines as usual. There must be a lot of them, because she hardly ever comes back.
Wait, all by herself? Are we sure that's a...
Inefa said that since she lost her memories, her cognition module's been running more smoothly, and it's greatly boosted
Huh. So, losing her...
She's awesome! I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten-up machines in one hand! All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house now, thanks to her. So, we thought We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. That got us thinking. Maybe robot people don't like the same things as us.
Uh-huh. So that's why you made her this flower?
Yeah. We still don't know if she'll like it, though.
It's okay, Arieta. She'll love this.
But what if she doesn't? This might be my last... Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nodcry have left to go home, it's just us left. And they said today, it's our turn to go home, too.
Already? Wasn't the plan to stick around until Inefa gets better?
Dad says everyone back home is expecting us. And he thought we should at least make sure Inefa wasn't getting any... To be honest, I can kind...
Ah, no wonder. So, what about your...
No, she's from Nodcry. She met my dad after he moved there. I was born there, too. He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home in at least 10 years.
Don't worry. We'll write to you and let you know how Inefa's doing. You bet. And once she's all better, we'll bring her to visit you in Liyue. Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. I'm sure she'll love it. But... Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets back. Who knows? Seems like she takes longer and Can't we go take it to her? No, wait. The girl...
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of time. Oh, really? Thanks, Tumaini.
My parents always say, no matter how busy life gets, you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you get hungry. What I like to do is stack my plate up high, then squash it all down, Take a breath and wolf it down in one go. That way, I get to eat my fill without wasting too much time.
Threat eliminated. Scanning for next target. Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of a—
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Hey! Don't you start too!
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically—
Where did you get greetment from?
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering, but I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs, but I detect no signs of life.
It's more like a flower built from mechanical—
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module is it designed for?
It doesn't have a function.
Cute little souvenir. But if it's a cryptex is for sending messages, machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we should—
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory.
Yes, exactly. You got it. So, it all makes sense now, right?
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No, that's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose—
Memento? Important memory. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too. There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey. It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but no. Everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours and no one else's. Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us actually wanted to claim on that debt, all they'd have to do is ask. If anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from you were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishk. So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Kenefa? Kenefa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to rest. Come on, let's get you back.
Back? Back?
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside, Adiet...
Yes. The closer I am to the Flower Feather clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes.
Memory data? So, what about...
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to... But if I do not recall my memories,
So, is this why you've been...
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk.
Yeah, exactly! Whatever happens, we'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Assessing relative combat capability.
1/5?
Traveler. Risk mitigated.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after Nefa. I know it's a lot to ask.
It's all right. She'll be in good hands.
She never came back. I guess I'll have to leave without saying goodbye.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao lanterns lighting up the sky. You've...
Arieta. Amu. Joashin. I am back.
Huh? Inefa? You brought her back? Thanks so much.
Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does it feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll be returning to Notcry. Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon. Maybe we can travel—
Notcry. Is that home?
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for me in Notcry. If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you
finding near synonyms for mind and conflict? Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split.
Huh. Now that's a tough question. But if you want my opinion, home is... no matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. I guess you could say it's somewhere you... wherever it is that your memories guide you back to. Of course, everyone's situation is different. And I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but... consider it A reference point, I guess?
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it. Someone's looking for us. Don't be afraid to recover your memories. They might contain the answers you're looking for.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to be...
Hurry up, Brassa! Gotta steer clear of other people.
Oh, it's the Lolly. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway...
Ancient history.
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. After you parted ways, Kenichi put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night. Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial...
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that...
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 Dragon Lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times. Oh, of course you have... Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now. If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of Ahau's mouth...
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And Ahau... well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories and power by now.
Salut Nico, comment tu vas?
Lost. Memories.
Yet, despite that, Ahau seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Ineppa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kenichi and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else.
Darn!
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Ineppa so far. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the Eighth Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory.
J'avais vu une pote que t'avais pas vu depuis longtemps sur Twitch. C'est sympa.
The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Huh? Shaska, did you know?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind.
Ça va, un peu fatigué, mais ça va, je te remercie. On a fini Front Confusion aujourd'hui. Du coup, bah, on avance l'histoire de Genshin, la nouvelle histoire de la mise à jour. On utilise pas mal du coup notre cry. Notre cry est très mise en avant. Donc c'est plutôt sympa comme ça.
After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who sought to exploit them.
C'est quand déjà que tu pars en vacances là? Est-ce que tu préparais tes valises l'autre jour?
Gradually, a community of like-minded Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of her in the end.
Je suis déjà en vacances. Ouais, c'est ce que j'avais compris. Mais je sais pas si tu étais déjà parti. Ok.
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. You mentioned that the priestess of floral candles and skyborn feathers was...
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. It's very possible that this is mere speculation, or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it's said that a curse was placed on the priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
T'es dans le sud depuis samedi, ok, et t'as fait un phare à l'abricot. Alors je connais le phare breton, que d'ailleurs je suis pas très fan, pas du tout. Mais... Le phare à l'abricot, ça doit être sympa. Mais j'aime pas les pruneaux. Ouais. Phare breton à l'abricot. Ah oui, donc il y a des pruneaux. En fait, t'as mis l'abricot à la place du pruneau. Alors si t'as mis des abricots à la place du pruneau, ça doit être sympa. Généralement dans le phare breton, on mange le phare, mais sans pruneau. Et moi je te donne les pruneaux.
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution.
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this sovereign ruler?
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the Eighth Lord. I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Here, take them. Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me, discreetly.
Avec le Queen également. Ah ben c'est les spécificités bretonnes. Et nous c'est du beurre, du beurre et du beurre. Bien, et du sucre. Et du beurre. Et encore du beurre. Demi-sel, ah oui, oui, oui. De toute façon, ça n'existe pas les autres sels. Sel doux, ça n'existe pas. Le sel, c'est du beurre demi-sel. Ouais, ça y est, mais je suis fatigué. Le beurre, c'est forcément du beurre demi-sel. Le beurre doux n'existe pas.
Elle fait du sel, tu m'y salé.
Je suis fatigué. C'est comme les huiles, ça. Ouais. Oui et non. Non, 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 c'est pareil. C'est pas pareil parce que aux USA, ils vont te prendre des croissants et ils vont faire n'importe quoi avec. Ils font n'importe quoi, les USA, ils savent pas manger. Ils gâchent la belle gastronomie comme ça. Et oui, le beurre demi-sel, c'est bon. Mais il y a que ça qui existe. Le beurre douche, c'est une abomination, ça ne devrait pas exister.
It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with... Well, I need to get going now.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, Sweet Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Hello, traveler. Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Inefa might be connected.
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war. The records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ishkik. And...
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Inefa responds. And, well, Seat Lolly has debriefed me on how it went. Apparently, she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Lianka. And to me, that says we need to tread...
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers. When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank into despair and insanity. But the rest is lost to history.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities, but pure intelligence, built with secret source technology.
Je vais aller à demain peut-être, même si je ne pense pas. Mais pas de soucis. Merci d'être passé, je te souhaite une bonne nuit. Car demain, c'est l'anniversaire de ma maman. Ah, bah c'est important, ça. Bon anniversaire à ta maman. D'ailleurs, dans 4 minutes, tu pourras lui dire. Et puis, profite-en, c'est important. Merci également à toi aussi, je te remercie.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The point is, if Inefa really does originate from the 11th Lord...
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Lianka's mother?
Chaska, what...
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a...
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. Ever since Inefa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. Inefa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity...
Well, I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future.
Even if the past and future Inefa are a
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment. But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. So what right do I have to give up? If Lianka was here, I have every... Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes may...
Fine, fine. I had a feeling this might be...
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me either.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Just know you've been warned, all right? Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Inefa watch, and...
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska?
Paimon, you were supposed to...
Oh, right, Inefa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew up.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense.
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure...
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone.
Well, roger that.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first? Hey, wait up!
Let's fly!
Slow down! Paimon's got a fugue!
Target acquired. Activating annihilation mode.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later.
Insulation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Rest and rebuild!
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now? We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working.
Well, well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization. If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable you need.
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
Hamu, Hadieta, are you okay?
I'm fine, but Mom's...
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle.
Why would they do this?
Look, no one could have known the automaton.
Wait, how did Inefa know to come here?
Yes, I heard the secret source automaton. Even now.
Really?
Hypothesis. Language module requires Finished. Please try again.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're...
I have seen them many times before.
More random memory data, I guess.
Wow!
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We're under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and besides, we know everything they're up to.
The Fatui invaded my territory. So
why is it getting so choppy?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard, the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the
They stole my privileges and took control of the...
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
No.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to...
Mirror of the Dawning Morn?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specifically to my core.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
I think she wants me to go with her.
Wait, you mean she?
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
What? So, Inefa is the 11th sovereign ruler?
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. You say Anefa is the 11th Lord.
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can...
Inefa!
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore all of my memory to
8th Lord? Leonka's mother's territory?
You were split and exiled.
Ugh, this is getting weirder by the second.
excessive signal interference. The signal should improve as we get closer to her territory. Traveler.
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team.
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds of ancient civilizations. The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nodcry, known as Marionette.
Marionette, how exactly do you know all this?
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nasha Town, but I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was true.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about...
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway.
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh? Who's stronger, them or Inefa?
Anefa, of course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. Anefa's already had to rescue us.
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out. Look, I know the news about the 8th Lord and Marionette is very concerning. But we should probably come up with a plan before checking things out.
Understood. Destination canceled. Yes. New destination. Flower Feather Clan.
Traveler, Anefa, could you check that the coast is clear? I'm gonna patch up Amu.
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad has some things to take care of, so I'll...
You're not coming back with us. Why not?
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't forget, they're our ticket to a great new life in Liyue. Don't worry, Dad will be back very soon. I'm sorry, girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can. If anything happens, save yourselves first.
Huh? Why'd it stop moving? Has it malfunctioned on us?
Liyue, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui.
You're saying Zhuoxin might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground. But should we really leave Anefa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... Are you... You're not wrong. We need all the intel we can get on Marionette and the Fatui. As far as I'm concerned, they're... Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your guard. And not just because of the Fatui and the 11th Lord. It's that automaton, too. Why the sudden request for assistance from the 8th Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Leonka's mother survived? Surely there'd be at least some mention of that in the tribal legends. I don't know. Something just...
Hey, Chaska! Amu's ready to go!
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and Adieta to safety. If you have to leave the area for any...
He's on the move. Huh. So much for keeping the goods safe. Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed.
Shall we follow him? Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out